It's me!
What's up, guys? Corey has no life here, and welcome to our first impressions video on Bristol Dirt. You can see some of it here right now. It looks pretty fucking cool. So we're going for an afternoon setting here. I think we've got like 15% track wear. We're kicking things off with the Legends 34 Coupe, and we're going to be doing it on the baseline set. So let's get ready to rock and roll. There is a 34 Cooper right now. Just going to do 5 laps of each car around here. So we got to do this pretty quickly. Already, this just looks absolutely stunning. Jeez, we're going to need a longer gear ratio for the Legend. Holy shit. So we're going to be doing every single dirt car in this one. And it's going to include all the NASCARs, including the 87 Cup cars, which should have dirt tires installed on them now too, to make things even more interesting. But this is just so cool. It is so steep. Quadley, we're doing all dirt cars. This is going to be a YouTube video, man. Oh, geez, you don't want to get too low, because that banking definitely becomes pretty shallow pretty quick. That was dangerous. Yeah, we're going to be doing all the dirt cars, we're going to be doing all the NASCARs, and all the dirt road cars as well. We've got one more lap to do after this one. They changed the suck at Dagger. Wow. That's crazy. But so far, this is one of the easiest tracks to drive in the Legend. As we come across the line, that is the end of our run right there. We're going to go park it in the pits on the back straight. Alright, now let's go have a look at our lap times here. Just with the Legend, like, this is just such a fast flowing track. You see here, this is where we tried to get low and we got too low and onto the apron itself. Lost a lot of time down there. But this just looks so cool. I think this is going to be a fairly high, wide and handsome kind of a track. See, we ran out of revs there coming down the straight, so if you're going to run the Legends here, you can stick with the baseline set, just put a little bit more gear in it, and you should be right. And the Legend just looks so small compared to this track. And as the Angry Midget Lady would say, it's a little beep beep. There you go, that's our 5 laps in the Legend. It's time to move on to the next car. And the next car is actually going to be from the Dirt Road selection of cars. It's going to be the Pro 2 Lite. So let's jump straight into that. We're jumping through as quickly as we can on all the cars because we got a lot of cars to get through and not much time to do them. It's currently 2:49 in the morning. At the time of recording this, we are live on Twitch as well. Twitch.tv/Corey has no life 13. And there is the next car we're going to be doing. They're doing a couple of meme cars to begin with as well. So as I said, dirt road, jumpy trucks, dirt oval, paved oval, we're doing them all. And I think for the jumpy trucks here, we're actually going to need a pretty tall gear. And also, guys, this is the loading screen for Bristol Dirt. How fucking cool does this look? It's all in color. You can see the track and all the stadium empty, but it looks so wicked. Here we go now, Pro 2 Light. And we got to go and get... we're probably going to go the road course set here just because it's got a longer gear. So let's go for 5 laps of Bristol in the Pro 2 Light. I might after I finish doing the recording for this video, Quadly, but definitely not beforehand. Right, this is probably definitely not the best setup for doing this. The gear ratio is actually much too long. I thought it probably would have been pretty close, just because of how high speed this track is, but I keep forgetting that this car has no balls. I have no life, this car has no balls. Go figure. Yeah, pretty sure with the Pro 2 Light, it's all about just dialing in that gear ratio to get it right. And you also get to remember, this track is free as long as you already have Bristol. If you don't already have Bristol, then you need to buy Bristol to be able to run on the Bristol dirt track. But if you already have Bristol purchased, then you are able to run on the Bristol dirt configuration. Our fast lap at the moment is a 23.320. Didn't see what our fast lap was for the Legend. But I think this lap's going to be a little bit faster. There we go. 152. Nice. As I said, with the right gear ratio, this thing will probably go pretty alright around here. It's low power, so you don't have to worry about sliding around too much. Alright. So that is the Pro 2 Light. We'll go outside and have a look at those 5 laps. And then we'll continue on to the next car. Well, you don't have to wait too long, Quadly. We're doing one of the rallycross cars next, and then after that we're doing the truck. The C trucks. But yeah, I completely fucked up on which setup to choose because I'm just using the default setups for this. Racing Vet's just here to see the 410 blaze the track. Hell yeah, brother. Well, you're going to have a long time to wait because that's going to be literally the last car that I showcase. You can just tell this car has no balls whatsoever. If you're wondering about this paint was made by a good friend of mine, Click Mojo, who is unfortunately no longer in iRacing or on Twitch. Was sad to see him go. Not sure what happened to him, but if anyone does know Click Mojo in real life, just please reach out to him. Let him know we miss him over here on iRacing. So guys, that was the Pro 2 Lite. Time to move straight on to the next car. And the next car is going to be the Subaru WRX STI, the Rallycross car. So that is going to start loading here right now. Then we're going to start moving on into the NASCARs. Kicking things off with the Gander Outdoors truck. And you guys are going to be in for a treat because I got brand new paints on all of my NASCARs. So this will be the debut of all my paints for the NASCARs for Season 2 of 2021. Which is pretty exciting. Actually, put all the paints on yesterday morning since it's past midnight. Now, I'm not sure whether the 87 cars or the Xfinity cars are actually going to come with a set. So if they don't, we're going to have to try and bodge one together, which will be interesting. But here we go, Subaru WRX STI. Five laps, and then we're into the C trucks. Now this is actually one of the Just for Fun series for this week. The Rallycross cars on dirt ovals, which is going to be interesting because normally they push like all hell on some of the smaller dirt tracks. Remember, this is going to be one of the longer tracks that we have on offer, being a half mile.
20.621.
Definitely bigger than all the tracks in Australia. The biggest, I do believe, being the Bunbury Speedway at about 540 metres on the pole line, which is just a little bit over, what is it, 3/8 mile, if my calculations are somewhat correct, which I don't believe they are because, well, I'm an idiot when it comes to those kinds of conversions. You see that push? That's what happens when you don't use your handbrake. Unless you really Scandinavian flick it into the corner, you ain't getting this thing turned.
21.203.
But sixth gear the whole way around. You can't get that on most of the other dirt tracks in iRacing in a rallycross car. And there we go. That's our 5 laps done. Fastest lap, 20.621 was actually the first lap. So let's go and watch those 5 laps from outside the car. And then we will continue on with our next car. And all the paints on these rallycross cars was also done by Click Mojo. And I really love the work that he did on them. Common theme with all the rallycross cars is breast cancer awareness. All these cars are done in tribute to the Angry Midget lady's sister-in-law, who unfortunately lost her life 2 years ago to breast cancer. And Click Mojo really went above and beyond to make these cars look fucking awesome. Oh, now that's the high line right there, damn. Yeah, also with this new build, the 87 cars have the brand new damage model. And all the NAS cars plus the 87 cars, if what I was seeing is correct in the build notes, have dirt tires available to them. So it's definitely going to make things very interesting here. So that's those 5 laps done. Time to move on to the next car. And the next car, as promised, is going to be the C truck, the Ford F-150 for this particular run. And brand new paint, so make sure you guys let me know what you think of the paint, either in chat here over on Twitch or down in the comments below on the stream, on the YouTube video. Yeah, another thing too with the trucks is that at some point in the season they're also going to Knoxville, which should be absolutely incredible. As you guys are going through the screenshots there while we wait for things to load. And don't forget, if you're sitting over there on the YouTube side and you love what you see, come over and join us on Twitch. Do a lot of things over on Twitch. There's a lot of great content creators that do the Twitch thing. And it'd be very worth going and checking them out. And we're going to go to the Bristol Dirt Open set. So we're not just going Bristol Dirt, we're going Bristol Dirt Open, which is a slightly better than the regular fixed set. But here we go. Gander Outdoor C-Fix truck. Oh. Oh. Tell you what, this handles really, really nicely. The dirt tires are fantastic. And the times aren't going to be too good here because we don't know which line is the fast line just yet. But you know, I'm definitely going to have to be absolutely doing a lot of this when it comes time to do Bristol Dirt in the official series. Oh, look at that low line prowess.
21.40.
Well, it seems for the moment the low line is going to be the place to be in the C trucks. I'm sure if you give it a little bit more gear in the ratio, then you could probably run that high line quite comfortably and quickly. Gonna go one more high line lap here.
point. 5-3-2.
All the way up in the cushion. Diamond down on the exit. Yeah, low line's definitely going to be the way to go till it slicks off. You got to start moving high. And just like that, 5 laps is done. A fast lap, a 21.407.
7-9-3.
Let's go check out the replay on that. 5 laps with the brand new paint. So let me know what you think of the paint, guys. Angry Midget Lady's cheating on me. She's watching Travis. He thinks I didn't see that, but I did. And also the camera pack that I'm using here is the TV Mix and the default camera pack. So that's why it gets all these different camera angles and it will just seamlessly change between them. But yeah, man, I'm digging these dirt tires on these cars. Oh, running the high line next to the wall, diamond off. Too bad it's not quick. Yet. With a more worn track, that'd probably be the fast line. And there we go. That is the end of the 5 laps. Time to move straight on to the next car. Going back to the dedicated dirt cars now with the dirt street stock. So we're loading that up immediately and we'll move on to the next car. I know he is, Quadley. As I said, the Angry Midget Lady's been watching him. So we're in the dirt street stock this time round. Normally I do the dirt street stock second, but just thought we'd get some of these other cars out of the way first. Since we all really want to see how the actual dirt cars handle around here. Make sure we put on the Bristol dirt setup. And let's go. Oh, this is absolutely full throttle send it. There's going to be no lifting in dirt street stocks around here. Normally dirt street stocks you have to lift, get down to the bottom of the track and just run the bottom the whole way. But this is no lift city.
.036.
So let's do a highline lap. See how it goes on the highline. I reckon we're going to run out of rev limiter here.
21.262.
You hear it getting into the hard cut at the end of the rev limiter. Damn.
.469.
And that is as low as we can go. I'm pretty sure I just hooked the left front in that very bottom groove. We're on the last lap now. Remember, some cars we're going to have so much fun in, we're not even going to realize that we've gone over the 5 laps. So I'll try my best to keep it in the 5 lap limit. And there we go. That is our 5 laps of the dirt street stock done. Let's go have a look at those laps from outside the car. Then we will move on to the dirt midget. This is when we'll try in the highline lap. And hook it back down to the low line. But that was absolutely no lift that entire time. Which for a dirt street stock is pretty crazy. Which means for all the other cars, it's going to be absolutely fucking nuts. All right, there we go. That is the end of those 5 laps. Time to move on to the next car, the dirt midget. And coming up after that, we're going to start getting into the modifieds with the small block modified. What do you guys think so far of the Bristol dirt surface, how it looks, and how I'm describing how it feels? All right, here we go. Dirt midget time. Set up modified from Volusia. Nice. But we're at Bristol dirt, baby. And we just got to put the left arm guard on and the rock screen. Left arm guard adds 5 horsepower. Rock screen adds 10. Let's go. Oh, this is fantastic. This is going to be a challenge for these cars, honestly. Because it just gets sucked into the corner. These things have no wings for downforce or anything.
18.5.
But they just get sucked into the corner because of the velocity of the banking. The low line's looking like the fast line for the moment, though. Hell yeah, it does slow.
18.258.
Now, I was watching an open practice for the World of Outlaws late models yesterday. And it looks like they were getting most of their speed through the middle. So we're on our last lap now. Let's try run the middle line. And I don't think that's going to be the case for a midget. But that is our 5 laps done and dusted right there already. 18.257 was our fast lap. Nice, Butters. Let's go and have a look at the 5 laps here of the dirt midget now. It's comfortable on that high line, but that low line is just absolutely sweet. Wow, midgets look so small with how big this track is. Like, they look small at Eldora, but just here at Bristol, they look even smaller. I might have Butters. I think midgets will race good. In all honesty, Ren. I mean, it's fairly flat pedal the whole way around. The only thing that's going to disrupt it is, if someone gets a little bit too loose in the corner. Because you're going to have like a 20 midget pile up. Well, depending on how many people are in the race, obviously. But if someone at the front makes a slip up, it's going to be hell. Because this is just flat pedal the whole way around. I don't think it'll be bottom dominant the whole time. But I think with midgets, it probably will be fairly single lane. Although the top lane is still decent. But it's time to move on to the next car, guys, now. The next car is going to be the 358 modified or the small block modified, depending on where you come from. It's like over here, we call midget speed cars. Then we're going to start getting into some of the other cars, like the late models and the sprint cars. But here we go. Just going to turn the fuel calculator off from the stream because we don't really need to see that. We're not going to run out of fuel on any of these 5-lap runs, I can assure you that much. All right, here we go. Got to get the setup in. We're not saving that setup, but we are putting on the Bristol Dirt setup. And here we go. Five laps in the 358 modified. A lot of people will probably reckon that 5 laps isn't really enough time to figure out how good a car feels on a track. But you've got to remember, I've got so many cars to get through. Now, this is going to be the most cars that I've ever done on a first impressions video. And at the moment, these modifieds are feeling a little bit tight. Because the 358s, at the very least, you've got to drive fairly gently. And these screen freezers I'm getting aren't fucking helping either. Don't know why I'm getting screen freezers. Because my frames aren't dropping or anything. But vision, probably going to be the biggest thing with these.
17.756.
Vision is very limited. It's crazy how small the vision window is. But in this car you also sit so far back.
17.601.
But that was actually one of the issues they had way back in 2000 when they ran Bristol Dirt for the World of Outlaws sprint cars. And they actually cut the right front corner off of the top wing just so they could get that little bit of better vision going through the corners. And that's 5 laps done for the big block modified. Oh, sorry, the small block modified. Let's go and have a look at those laps from outside the car. So I did try hard to run the top line in these things, but it wasn't easy. And you know, as much as I don't want it to be bottom dominant, as much as Ren doesn't want it to be bottom dominant, I reckon, you know, while the track's heavy like this, that's the exact way it's going to be. But we don't know how it's going to go when it goes slick and starts getting, you know, rubber down on the track. But that is it. That's the 5-lap set of the small block modified. Time to move on to the limited late model now. And if it sounds like I'm talking a little bit quieter, it's because I just got shushed. So guys, what cars are you guys excited about running around here at Bristol Dirt? I want to know. What are you looking forward to trying? What are you looking forward to seeing? And who's looking forward to seeing all the action here in real life, either through video or actually being there at the track? And look at that, the Bristol Dirt setup already on. Nice. Tell you what, limited late model usually has no balls. But so far it's handling this alright, through the middle. Fairly momentum-based cars like the 305 sprint cars. But we'll get going on the low side if you need it to. In fact, looks like low side's going to be the place to be for the limiteds. Don't know why I'm starting to get screen freezes though. That is actually starting to piss me off a little bit. Here we go, last lap, the limited late model. And last lap is fast lap. 18.074. Can go faster. I was just fucking around there a little bit. But let's go look at those 5 laps from outside the car. Then we'll move on to the 305 sprint car. I actually thought I was more mid-track than that. But I guess not. I was just running that very edge of the cushion. But still, this is pretty wicked. Even if I do say so myself. It feels like it does lose a couple of ugga-duggers of torque on the bottom there. But the time you gain from doing it outweighs the speed that you lose. Be interesting to see what happens when the track does widen out a bit and the bottom gets slick. Whether you do have to move up or whether you can just keep driving the limited through the slick. There we go, just like that. 5 laps done. Time to move on to the next car. Next car going to be the 305 sprint car. All right, so here we go. 305 sprint car time. Let's see how we go on Bristol. Of course, going to put the rock screen on and the wing all the way forward. We're not changing any other part of the setup. Let's go. Remember, rock screen adds 10 horsepower. We're going to do highline lap first. Very little wheel input needed for the 305 sprint cars here. A little bit rough down there on the bottom. Well, we got there, but it was rough. You almost have to drive this thing dead straight.
17.01.
They're putting your wing all the way forward. It's definitely going to help out with going fast around here. Looks like for the sprint cars at least, you want to have as little amount of downforce as you can possibly have on this car. Because it's just going to stick to the track like rubber to glue. But just like that, that is the end of our 305 sprint car journey. 16.991 was our fast lap. Lap number 4. Let's go check those laps from outside the car. Dangerous, bet. Very dangerous. I touched the apron before in the Dirt Legend, and it tossed me around a little bit because it's a very abrupt change in banking. But if you can get your left front hooked in it just right, then, you know, you'll be golden. I mean, honestly, you could probably hook both left side tires on the apron. And as I said, if you hit it just right, you could just drive that thing around the corner and, you know, have so much speed. But that's it. That was 5 laps done in the 305 sprint car. Very quick laps. Very quick laps. As now it's time to move on to our next car, which is going to be the VW Beetle. Now, if you guys are wondering why I'm putting things like the VW, like the rallycross cars and the Lucas Oil off-road cars, and it's because they're dirt racers. Like they're all dirt cars. It's just fun to put them around the track. So we're just going to kick it with the baseline set. Let's see how we do. Oh, that's a wall. No one saw that. Wow, this thing does not like to turn at all. That's actually pretty bad. Alright, we'll try and send it in there on the handbrake.
20.552.
Even then, the handbrake turn just feels so bad. Alright, so VW Beetle. Not good.
21.5.
When the Subaru, we could hold it in sixth, and we didn't necessarily need the handbrake, but we also didn't do the typical four-wheel drive thing and just understeer straight into the wall like we are with the VW here. And unfortunately, I don't have a windscreen wiper mapped in this car. That's my fault. Isn't it funny how I got shushed, but the same courtesy isn't allowed? Oh, just kept it out of the wall. Very nice. Oh, didn't keep it out of the wall that time though. There you go, there's a Scandi flick. Get it in there to finish off our 5 laps.
21.359.
Alright guys, that was 5 laps in the VW Beetle. Let's go have a look at how that looked from outside the car. Well, it's very possible, Racing Vet, honestly. The dirt is so built up that, as you can see, not very much of that wall is showing at all. I think what I heard is something like 19 inches of dirt. But can you believe we're almost an hour into this recording and we're only about halfway through the cars? And if you've stuck around this long in the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, because I really would appreciate that. But that is the end of the 5 laps. Time for us to move on to the next car now. And the next car is going to be the Lucas Oil Off-Road Pro 2. So not the Pro 2 Lite, but the Pro 2 itself. Apparently, I'm trying to get into the servers too quickly for iRacing to catch up properly. I'll tell you what, guys, I am starting to fade here a little bit, though. Not going to lie. Caffeine's starting to wear off a little bit. Starting to get the glassy eyes. And it is 3:42 in the morning. So let's go now. The Pro 2. Now we are again using the road course setup. That's because I know this thing has the power to handle it. Oh, and this is just smooth as silk. You know, these tyres were made for off-road racing. And I have not lifted.
21.89.
Oh, you're kidding me. I was on the wrong screen, I apologise. I'm not restarting though. See, that's how you know it's early in the morning. Because I forget things like that. And I'm driving like shit. I'm going to see if I can hook right onto the apron here. The apron not fast. Apron not fast at all. Damn. There you go, that is 5 laps in the Pro 2 truck. Fast lap 21.463, which is a lap you guys only saw half of. But you get to see the full lap here right now. And it didn't go to the lap I wanted it to. There we go. I do love the Pro 2s on dirt ovals. I think they just go really well. That doesn't mean that they're not terribly slow. Alright, and there we go. 5 laps done. Time to move on quickly to the next car. The next car I'm not actually sure whether we're going to have a setup for or not. Going to be the Xfinity Ford Mustang. So let's get into it and see if we do have a setup for it. It's alright, Slay, you'll get there, man. Hey, look, I didn't forget. We got the right screen on this time. Ah, that's fair, Slay. You'll get to it when you'll get to it, man, honestly. Alright. Let's see if we have a setup. We do not have a setup. So this could end up being just a complete waste of time right now. But we'll find out. Alright, we have a passing setup. This thing's probably going to feel like complete shit. But we'll find out. Alright, this does not have dirt tires. Not at all. Whoever said this was getting dirt tires must be wrong. We are definitely on slicks. It doesn't mean we're not going to wheel it around here. I tell you what though, for a 2-minute bodgy setup, this actually feels pretty good. This feels exactly like the trucks did. back when they first started going to Eldora, because iRacing didn't put dirt tyres on them. We were just running around on slicks. But you got little to no chance of actually making it to the bottom of the track. So for Xfinity cars, if you come here, so it's going to be a high, wide and handsome kind of a track.
21.9.
I was trying to run low there, it just wouldn't.
.781.
And even then, running the low line, you just lose all your momentum. You're just spinning your wheels down here. You don't get the drive off the corner. But just like that, 5 laps complete. But hey, at least we did it, right? We tried. So let's go and have a look at those 5 laps. And don't forget, this is also a new paint job, guys. So let me know what you think of this new paint job for the Xfinity car. If we ever get a close-up angle, there we go. We went completely different with all the paint schemes on these NASCARs. Normally I run a fairly solid green and black theme. But yeah, we definitely tried something completely different. Our fast lap was a 21.781, which is honestly not bad considering these are on slicks. That was me attempting to run the low line using the brakes. Just would not go. But that is 5 laps done. So time to move on to the next car. Next car is going to be the Dirt UMP Modified. So let's get into it. And if someone wants to quickly go see if there is dirt setups on the 87 cars, that would be greatly appreciated. All right, here we go. Time for Bristol Dirt and the UMP Modifieds. this feels really different. Again, just like with the midget, it's just sucking the car into the banking. And it just feels like it has all the grip to just drive it wherever you want to put it.
17.3.
And this is with the baseline setup, don't forget, guys. So it's like, you know, it's not even the best that it can possibly be.
$17.109.
You can tell with these UMPs, it's definitely a slightly higher track that it likes to run. Like, yeah, you can gain some speed down low, but holding that momentum across the top is really good. As we're already on the last lap.
17.05.
They're still not as quick as the 305 sprint car, but pretty dang quick regardless. There we go, that is 5 laps done. 17.050 was our fast time. Remember, take those times with a grain of salt because we're not really trying too hard. Oh my god, I just realized I was on the wrong screen for that entire thing. Yep, too bad you couldn't see it. So here's the 5 outside laps of that run. Multi-groover Auto Club is real? Hell yeah, Marsh. But yeah, guys, the low line is really not the preferred line here for the UMP Modified. Running up close to that cushion there at the top, the darker dirt, is really the place to be, honestly. Yeah, sorry you guys didn't get to see the live laps, but people are going to remind me of these things because it is 4 in the morning. I'm very wired right now. There you go, that's 5 laps done in the UMP Modified. Time to move on to the next car, which is going to be the 360 non-winged sprint car. Hey Marsh, while you're here, did you see a dirt Bristol set in the 87 cars? Need to figure that out before I go and put them on track. I think the 87s are meant to have the dirt tires as well. But I'll be damned if I'm going to try and make a setup for both of them on the fly. But here we go now. The non-wing 360 sprint car. Of course, rock screen on to add 10 horsepowers. Now let's go. And normally every track we go to with these, a pretty tight set. But the cars generally don't like turning too much, so we'll see what the go is here. And oh my, this feels nice. It's definitely not tight, I can tell you that much. Oh, we did catch the wall there.
17.892.
But even with that wall hit, that was a 17-second lap. Are you kidding me? He's a bunking Bronco when you hit the apron. Yeah, because this is a computer-generated cushion doesn't really catch up like it would if you were to run this from 0% track. And we're already on the last lap. That's how quickly this is going right now. And just like that, that's the 5 laps over. Going on best shots. How you doing, man? There you go, we'll just crash it at the end. Let's go have a look at those laps. Oh my god, are you kidding? I did that again. Are you absolutely kidding? That's 2 cars in a row that I just done that to. Guys, you gotta tell me this shit. Here's the outside laps of the 360 non-wing sprint car, since you didn't get to see the inside laps. Again, it's 4 in the morning. That's my excuse and I'm sticking to it. Who's an idiot? I'm an idiot. Yay! But yeah, the non-wing sprint car actually feels really comfortable around here. I don't usually run these things, so I'm usually terrible. But as you can see, I look smooth, which is crazy. We're doing a first impressions video here, Brian. First impressions of Bristol Dirt. I'm trying to figure out whether the 87 cars have dirt setups, because I heard that they're meant to be getting the dirt tires, but no one stuck around long enough to tell me whether they do or not. Alright, time to move on to the next car now. Hey guys, next car we are going to is going to be the Dirt Late Model Pro. So let's get straight into that one. So Brian, would you be a lad and go and let me know whether the 87 cars have dirt setups? Pretty please. There you go. I'm not forgetting. I done it. I pressed the button. You don't own the 87 cars? Oh, Brian. What kind of oval racer what kind of oval racer are you? All right, so we're going to go put on the Bristol Dirt setup now. Really? Well, Brian, how are you going to come back to the league if you don't run ovals? All right, here we go. 5 laps Bristol Dirt in the Pro Late model. And as you can see, there's a lot of slick there in 1 and 2. Very low cushion as well. So, it'll be hard to navigate that one. Like a small amount of lifting is all that's needed to get around the corner there.
17.403.
Brian, you know the door's always open. The door's always open, you just have to apply for it. And, you know, prove that, you know, you,
17.561.
prove your worth by doing some official races in oval. The Pro Late models here, you know, kind of different. Feels really weird and not right because of just how aggressively it hits the banking. Really wants to slide out sideways, which, you know, loses a lot of momentum. So you do have to lift a little bit just to kind of calm the car down in the corner. But that is 5 laps. Bristol Dirt in the Pro Late model done. Show you the outside 5 laps of the car. And then we'll move on to the next one. Yeah, as you can see, it's just very weird feelings. Probably just because I don't drive late models enough that I just don't get it. But yeah, definitely just weird feeling for me. I don't know, the supers might be better, but I guess we'll find out. I'm pretty sure this is the last lap here. And it was. They're trying to move on to the next car now. Next car, of course, being the 360 sprint car. And then after that, we should be heading back to our rallycross cars. The final rallycross car. Unless we go to the 87s first, which I think we might do. We'll do one of the 87s first. We'll go to Monte Carlo. So I guess we'll try the Monte Carlo first because I heard that apparently they do have dirt setups. But the angry midget lady on finding out, so I guess we'll find out. But first and foremost, 360 sprint car at Bristol Dirt. Let's get into it. Oh my god, wait. Gotta put the rock screen on and put the wing all the way forward. Now we go to the track. Whoa! The force is getting into the corners there. Holy shit. Oh yeah, this is going to be a higher line track for these cars. Mid to high. Be the way to go. As long as you don't fuck up. Holy shit. I'm awake. I swear it.
15.999.
Apparently I'm sleep racing according to the angry midget lady. That would not surprise me. The amount of times I forgot to change scene.
15.804.
Yeah, I'd love to test out the low line a bit better, but with that little bit of slick there, it makes it hard. But holy shit, you can run the low line, but it's sketchy as fuck. Definitely got to try to be smooth. I want to hit it just right. And smooth, I am definitely not. It's been a while since I've done a proper official dirt race. Whoa, and that's 5 laps done. The fast lap was a 15.479. Let's go and check out the outside laps for 360 sprint car here. And then we will move on. The outside lane for this thing was a lot more comfortable than the inside. I will say that much. That inside line, especially with just that one little bit of slick, sketchy as fuck. Without a doubt, absolutely sketchy as fuck. But you can see the car is just so unsettled when I try running that low line. It's like it wants to be down there, it just can't. So that's it, that's 5 laps done. Time for us to move on to the next car. And next car, because I haven't been told otherwise, is going to be the Monte Carlo Chevrolet 1987 edition. And after that, we're going to go to our, pretty sure, Ford Fiesta RS World Rallycross car. And I'm not going to forget to press the button. I got my finger on the button right now. All right, time to find out. Does it have a dirt setup? And it does not. So this is actually rather disappointing. And unfortunately, the setup is just not going to do anything. So we're just going to skip the 87 cars. Really excited to try them out on dirt, but apparently just no. I'm not going to spend time bucking around trying to make a setup for them. But the next car after the Ford Fiesta, we're going back to the Lucas Oil trucks one last time to go hit up the Pro 4s. And we're finishing off with our usual dirt stuff. Although we will have the extra wrench thrown in of the NASCAR Cup car. And you know what? If I could keep this video under 2 hours, I reckon we're doing a pretty damn good job. The Scandi flick somewhat works. I like it. We still do have to put a lot of left hand down into it.
21.357.
But it works. And we just tapped the wall with the right rear there a little bit. Oh god, that was scary.
21.451.
As I said, this car also follows the theme of breast cancer awareness amongst the other rallycross cars as well. And this one is actually probably my favorite one that Click Mojo did.
21.233.
This was also the first one he did, which is probably why it's my solid favorite. Oh, look at all that time gained on the bottom. Dive it in deep and go, go, go. That's 5 laps done. Fast lap on the last lap. 155. Nice. That's the way to do it. Money for nothing and the drinks are free. Watch those outside laps now for the Ford Fiesta World Rallycross car. Yeah, Mojo, if you're out there and you're watching this, miss you, man. See, just a little wall tap there. Then a big wall tap. Yeah, as far as the dirt ovals go, I reckon the Ford Fiesta is probably the best feeling car. The Subaru just doesn't turn the same, and obviously the V-Dub just does not handle dirt ovals well. You know, one would think that, you know, rallycross cars, dirt oval, it'd be a cakewalk, but nah. That four-wheel drive lets it down. And there we go. That is the 5 laps done. Time to move on to the next car now. Next car being the Pro 4. So we'll get it going with the Pro 4. Then we're going to the NASCAR Cup car. Be running dirt for the first time in decades. And I mean actual decades. Unfortunately, the 87 cars don't come with a dirt setup because they do have dirt tires on them apparently. But yeah. I'm not going to stuff around and try and make a setup for them. But after this, we've got 4 more cars to do. And I think we could just about keep this under 2 hours, which is phenomenal. Alright, let's go. Pro 4, send it. And it looks like for the Pro 4, Bristol is a 5th gear affair. Now you could probably get to 6 if you change the gear ratio. Mid to low track. Just nice and easy. Feels like I'm going for a Sunday Arvo drive or something. I feel like a Sunday driver in the Pro 4 at Bristol. Yeah, we're going to run the high line here, see if we can really dive it down deep into turn 1 and 2.
1.335.
This thing handles banking really well.
20.933.
29.33. That's going to be the fast lap we go with here, I do believe. We do have one more chance to try and beat it. Oh my god, I'm an idiot.
21.428.
Well, because of that distraction of me not changing the screen on time, I'm sorry again. I'm not going to get a fast lap here on the last lap, but our fast lap, lap 3, 20.933. As we cross the line for our 5th time.
21.283.
Time to show you the outside view of this. Oh yeah, definitely fired. I'll sack myself from my own streaming. Because that's just terrible. I don't know how many times I've done that, but I should know better. I really should. But here's the outside view of it, guys. And you'll see lap 3, which will be coming up in a lap and a half. The fast lap. I was right on that apron. Geez, just about tapping the wall there in 3 and 4. But here we go. Didn't hook the apron there in 1 and 2, but I definitely hooked it in 3 and 4. See right there, you can see both front tires and the left rear on the apron. Now, this is a Pro 4 best shots. I just can't believe I fucked up again. But yeah, that's on me. I'm a dickhead. I'll cop it on the chin. But that's the 5 laps of the Lucas Oil Pro 4 truck. But coming up next, one thing that I know a lot of people were really excited for, going to be the NASCAR Cup car at Bristol on the dirt. Now, because this one will have an open setup attached to it, we're going to be running the open set. I'm sorry if there's any cars that I missed, but, 4:30 in the morning. And obviously, I'm an idiot because of how many times I forgot to change the scene. Don't you dare ew at cup cars on dirt. That's just disrespectful. I fart in your direction. Here we go. NASCAR Cup car. And we are going to be using the Bristol Dirt Open set. Let's see how it handles. Wait. Why is it page 2? I don't like page 2. I like page 1. Oh yeah, this has definitely got the dirt tires on it. Right, let's try to run a high line lap first. We're very high and loose. I think this is actually too long of a gear ratio. Yeah, this setup very loose. Now, I can't imagine us having to shift every lap. Oh, that's a big wall hit. That's a disgustingly big wall hit.
22.019.
But you know what? Downshifting. As much as I don't think that's going to be a thing while we're racing, feels pretty good here during practice. But I think if I was a set builder, I'd have to go for a little bit of a shorter gear ratio. Because I'm not going to be running around here in 3rd and 4th the entire race. Definitely not going to be running around in 3rd the whole race.
21.358.
That wall, once you hit it, it's going to be very hard to come off of it. But it's definitely going to be a multiple groove track though. Some people are going to be more comfortable down bottom, some people more comfortable across the top. So let's watch those outside laps and then we'll move on to the next car. Don't forget guys, tell me what you think about the new car paint. Plus, looks like we went over our allotted laps by 2. Hell yeah, Blue Jay. I haven't tried it yet. I didn't even realize we went over our laps. That's how stupid I am. Yeah, it handles alright, but this open set, I don't know. I don't like the open set, honestly. I've yet to try what the fixed set's going to feel like, but I hope it's better than this. Our fast lap was a 20.808. Oh, absolutely smashed the yellow cone. But yeah, it was really loose in the middle of the corner. I don't get it. Like, the trucks were never that loose in the middle of the corner when they were running at Eldora. I don't get why this setup is so tight on entry and exit, but so loose in the middle. There we go. That was our 7 laps of the NASCAR Cup car at Bristol Dirt using the open setup. But now it's back to the dirt cars to finish things off. We've got 4 cars to finish here. The big block, the 410 non-wing sprint car, the super late model, and then the 410 sprint car. And look, I didn't forget to press the button. Alright, so we'll go over to the Bristol Dirt setup. And let's give it a rip. This is very comfortable. It's actually scary how comfortable this feels.
17.381.
Oh, apron bad. Apron just shot car up into the outside. Yeah, the one biggest thing that's annoying me right now is these screen freezes. If it weren't for the screen freezes, probably be having a little bit of an easier time here, especially trying to look around the bottom.
17.303.
We're already almost on the last lap. It's weird. Kind of even, top to bottom. That's our 5 laps done. Trying to show you guys the outside look of the big block modified here at the Bristol Dirt Oval. And then we'll move on to the next car. Yeah, around the high line, this was very comfortable. But it was scary how comfortable it was actually. And as I said, I could have handled that low line better. But I didn't. There we go. Engine sound goes down, and that is the end of the 5 laps. Time to move on to the next car. Next car is going to be the 410 non-winged sprint car, as we are finally on the final stretch, and we're not going to make it under 2 hours, which sucks. But hey, just the way it goes sometimes. I'm not going to be too worried about trying to make this fast now that we're on the final 3 cars and we have eclipsed the 2-hour mark. Actually been streaming for 7.5 hours. Crazy. Here we go now. Dirt non-wing sprint car. The 410 edition, of course. Go put the rock screen on for the extra 10 horsepowers. Now let's go. Again, just like the 360, just a little bit of lifting needed in the corners, but the car just gets sucked into the banking. And it makes me look like I know what I'm doing more than I actually do.
16.614. 16.553.
Oh, there's a big screen freeze in the middle of the corner there. That stuffed me up. Oh, we got the apron. He grabbed the nose and tried to put me around. Yeah, this is why screen freezes really suck. Especially when you're trying to make a video about what you think of a track for the first time. But that does happen with new tracks and even new configurations of track that have a different element to them, like dirt. The track's just a little bit unoptimized. 16.425 on the last lap. That was the fast lap. Let's go have a look at the outside view of the car for those 5 laps. Yeah, I look a lot more in control from the outside view than I actually was. Those screen freezes were just absolutely killing me. And if I keep getting screen freezes like this, I might not be able to stream dirt anymore. I'm not sure how well it's showing up in the recording, whether you guys are seeing the screen freezes or not. You can see them? Alright. Yeah, it's probably my computer then. Honestly, I probably need to open my stream up and open my computer up and give it some TLC. But guys, that was the 410 non-wing sprint car. Time to move on to the next car, which is going to be this super late model. And no, brothers, I am not doing a 24-hour stream. No way. I got a broadcast to do in like 8 hours. So I'm not doing a 24-hour stream. As fun as that sounds, no. And guys, if you haven't done so yet, make sure you go check out Ruthers88. He's the mastermind behind most of my paints. And after we do the 5 laps here in the super late model, I'll drop his link in the chat. And we can watch a quick clip from his stream while we wait for the 410 sprint car to load up. But here we go now. Super late model time. We put the set onto Bristol dirt. Yeah, Penguin's still going. But here we go. Super late model. Then the 410 sprint cars. Then we're done. Wow. Loose on entry. Very loose on entry. For those who make setups, that's going to be something for them to try and fight. Normally, late models are set up fairly tight because they're really good on slicker tracks for that exact reason. But yeah, this is super loose on entry. Getting onto the banking is super loose. If I run the low line here. There could be a little bit to gain there on the bottom. And I'm not experienced enough in late models to say, yeah, definitely bottom or top. Because honestly, for me at least, it's about even bottom or top.
16.895.
Through the middle's quite nice though. But that is our 5 laps done. 16.844 there on the last lap, which is our quick lap. Let's go have a look at those 5 laps from the outside of the car. You see here in the first couple of laps, I was just really struggling with that loose on entry. Like, that was crazy how loose that was getting on entry. It doesn't look like it from the outside though. But inside the car, that was like really jarringly loose. You actually see it there from the outside a little bit because of the way the car just wagged its tail along the top. You know, it really doesn't look like I'm as low as what I think I am. I think that's just a little bit of an optical illusion because of the dirt going all the way along the apron as well. But here we go, pretty sure this was last lap, I think. Yes, it was. So now it's time to move on to our final car, the 410 winged sprint car. And then after that, I'll say my goodbyes, and for the stream as well, we'll probably say our goodbyes and send off a raid. Because my ass is sore. Streaming for 7 hours and 37 minutes. Nearly 38 minutes. And I forgot to do the shout out to brothers, so we'll do it right now while we're loading. You'll be able to see a clip from his stream here.
Are people actually getting round? Whoop, there's a spinner. Yep, this may be his one. Someone did a 114. Okay, someone's just gone straight on. That's not how you exit the pits.
There you go, guys. That is Mr. Ruthers88, the mastermind behind most of my paint jobs. And do go check him out if you're ever on Twitch, Ruthers88. But it's time for us to take the 410 sprint car around. This is the thing that I'm most excited about trying around here. And it just absolutely glues itself to the corners. $15.015 for the opening lap. Not shabby at all. $14.75. Just like the 305, it'll put in very minute steering inputs. Try and keep the car as straight as you can and just sit it on that high line. Go, go, go. We're already on the last lap. And there we go. That's the laps done. Fast lap on the last lap.
5,
14.655. Very nicely done. So as we send you guys to the outside view of these laps, if you're still watching to this point, that is, thank you, first and foremost. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think of the new paints on the NASCARs. Let me know what you think of Bristol Dirt. As I said before, let me know what you're interested in running around here. And don't forget, in all you future racers, good luck, have fun, die quietly. And remember, most importantly, stay salty, friends.